Have you ever felt like you're somehow behind in life? Like you're standing at a train station watching everyone else board while you're stuck waiting for your train to arrive? I stood on a city street last week watching people in suits rush by. Each face carried that same determined look. They knew where they were going. And there I was, coffee in hand, wondering why I couldn't figure out my path when everyone else seemed to have it all mapped out. That feeling has a name. It's not failure. It's not incompetence. You're not lost, you're just early. Think about that for a moment. What if your struggle isn't because you're doing something wrong, but because you're trying to navigate a path that hasn't fully formed yet? Look at Steve Jobs. Before he built Apple into what it is today, he was a college dropout taking calligraphy classes. He couldn't see how those classes would shape the future of personal computing. He was early to a destination he couldn't yet name. J.K. Rowling was a single mother on welfare when she wrote the first Harry Potter book. Imagine if she had given up because her life didn't match the successful author template that society expects. We've been taught a dangerous story, that life follows a linear path. School, college, career, marriage, house, kids, retirement. Check all the boxes in the right order, and you win. Miss a step or take too long, and you're failing. This story is a lie. Life doesn't move in a straight line. It spirals. It zigzags. It takes unexpected turns. And sometimes, it places you at intersections before the roads have even been built. Think of the people throughout history who were called crazy before they were called visionary. They weren't wrong, they were early. The painter Vincent van Gogh sold just one painting during his lifetime. Now his works hang in museums worldwide. He wasn't a failure, he was early. The anxiety you feel when comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20 comes from a misunderstanding of time. Your life operates on its own clock. This idea connects deeply to the Japanese concept of ikigai, your reason for being. Finding your ikigai often requires patience. It asks you to stand in uncomfortable spaces while the world forms around you. I remember talking with a friend who felt stuck in her career. She had spent years building expertise in an industry she no longer cared about. "I'm 32, she said. "It's too late to start over." Too late? At 32? Ray Kroc was 52 when he started McDonald's. Vera Wang didn't design her first dress until she was 40. My friend wasn't late. She was exactly on time for her unique journey. The ancient Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius wrote about accepting the timing of life without resistance. The things that happen to us happen at exactly the right moment. When you feel that gnawing anxiety that you should be further along, remember this: trees don't grow at the same rate. Some bloom early and some bloom late, but no tree is wrong for following its nature. Social media makes this harder. We scroll through highlight reels of lives that seem perfectly on track. But those curated moments hide the messy reality of human existence. Behind every overnight success lies years of uncertainty. Psychologist Carl Jung talked about individuation, the process of becoming who you really are. It's not about matching your life to external templates but finding your authentic path. This process can't be rushed or forced into artificial timelines. I spent my 20s watching friends climb corporate ladders while I bounced between jobs, cities, and relationships. Each Christmas dinner became an exercise in explaining why I hadn't figured it all out yet. What I didn't understand then was that I wasn't behind. I was gathering the pieces that would eventually form my mosaic. Each seemingly random experience was a necessary step. So how do we make peace with being early? First, recognize that discomfort is the feeling of growth. When you're in that uncertain space, too far from your old identity but not yet settled in your new one, you're exactly where transformation happens. Second, find the others who are also early. They exist in every field, every city, every age group. They're the ones asking questions that others aren't ready for. They're building things that don't make sense yet. Third, document your journey. The notes you take today about your unformed ideas might become the map others follow tomorrow. Fourth, study history's early arrivers. Read biographies of people who were dismissed before they were celebrated. Their stories follow a pattern you might recognize in your own. The world needs early people. They're the ones who sense what's coming before it arrives. They feel the cultural shifts, the technological changes, the new ways of living that haven't yet gone mainstream. Being early isn't comfortable. It means living with uncertainty while others enjoy the security of established paths. It means defending choices that others can't understand because they can't see what you see. But being early also means you get to help build the future. You get to stand on unexplored ground and say, "Something important belongs here." You get to be part of what's coming instead of what already is. The next time someone asks why you haven't settled down or figured it out, remember this: you're not behind. You're not lost. You're just early. And being early takes tremendous courage. Your time will come, not because you waited for it, but because you kept moving forward even without a map. You kept building even when others couldn't see what you were building. The train you're waiting for isn't late. It hasn't been built yet. And maybe that's because you're the one who's supposed to build it.